Hello.
Okay. Well, that was delayed, but still happened. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Gameitall.com podcast, and it is E3 weekend.
And this is my first time.
And her first time on the podcast. So this is, of course, River.
Yes.
Yes. Well, no. E3 technically started a couple days ago.
This is true. E3 did start some time ago.
On Thursday, let's say, because Jeff Keighley had his thing.
Yeah, speaking of which, like every conference so far has had Jeff Keighley somewheres.
Yeah,
he's popped up. Weirdly.
I mean, even Netflix's conference, which was all week.
Yeah.
Netflix's conference was all week, and it they had him at the last one because of the being the performances with the shows with video game based, which we're going to talk about a little bit after as well. But we got a few, pretty much a week's worth of news coming at you here with new stuff that's been announced, which includes probably one of my biggest disappointments. Battlefield 20. I have no idea why that popped up.
Okay, so Battlefield. So Battlefield, they showed that off on the 9th. So Wednesday. They
I have pillow.
The more information that we got from them, the more disappointed it sounded. So multiplayer only, no single player campaign, no battle royale, let's call it that. And they want a full price for the game for last gen, and then for the non-normal folks, as Sly called us, as Sly called certain people, they want $90 frickin' for this thing. Like last year, COD came out, and they wanted $90 for the next gen, but it was a full experience. You had the single player, which was amazing, multiplayer, which was great, zombies, and also Warzone, which Warzone is free, but still, it's a full package, not just
the one game.
Yeah.
So yeah, and even then, it's 2042. It's not even
2041.
Well,
2140.
Yes, 15 years ago we got 2142. It was only multiplayer based because that's how the Battlefield games were back then. They weren't single player because that was a COD thing that, propelled how the games really worked. So, but games didn't cost $90 back then.
That too.
I think I paid $50 for 2142. So,
and I cannot justify anything that they showed to be $90. Even as a hardcore Battlefield fan, I can't.
Even at $80, it's just you have 10 specialists that are going to be included in the game. There's a bunch of maps. They're going for the whole strategy of Rainbow Six Siege.
Just
Battlefield
push it out there and hope that it does good.
Yeah, but I don't know. The presentation was not impressive enough for me to go, that's going to be awesome. And also, looking back at Battlefield from the past couple years of Battlefield 5 and 1 were phenomenal games. This is a step back.
Absolutely. The worst part is Battlefield 5 finally Like, feels like
I
it
have no
finally
idea
got to the part where it should have. Like, it should have been. Like, even its battle royale is great. Like one of the few battle royales I enjoy.
I have
Yeah.
no idea what we're talking about.
Gotcha. So,
but yeah, I don't know. It just does not seem worth it.
No.
But if you're buying it on the Xbox and you have Xbox Live Gold, Microsoft's giving you a discount. That's the only thing.
No, okay, that's
Sony is not giving you the discount, but it's still not worth it. So, but yeah, that was Battlefield. Afterwards, we had Jeff Keighley's presentation on Thursday. Lots of stuff.
Yes.
Can we start with Tunic?
Yes, let's talk with Tunic.
I love me some Tunic. Tunic looks amazing. It's Zelda with a fox. That's it.
That's all it is, and absolutely.
And the game is being made by a guy from Nova Scotia. It's a one-man team, and it looks amazing. So this weekend they released a new demo for the Xbox platform, and I think on Windows also, so people can try it out. It's got a bunch of a new dungeon and a bunch of new content for the game, so people can try it out. Looks phenomenal. No date yet. They're expecting it's going to be this year, and I think it's exclusive to Microsoft at first.
Likely,
it's like Cuphead.
Yeah,
it's got a bunch of a new dungeon and a bunch of new content for the game, so people can try it out. Why am I phenomenal? No date yet. They're Why was I repeating?
I have no idea. We're having some technical difficulties on this show for some reason.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, time for another beer. All right, so yeah, Tunic looks great. I've been excited for that since they first showed it off at PC Game Show quite a couple of years ago.
Wait, I think someone put wait, what's that chat thing? Wait,
Yeah,
someone said
cheers. Yes.
Cheers. For me being like, I don't know what we're talking about. I haven't for a while.
Oh, this kid's going to cause us to get so many copyright claims.
Why?
So yeah. So Tunic, Tunic looks great. I'm excited.
Yeah, Tunic, I'm definitely super excited.
And it's old school Zelda, like top down Zelda.
Yeah. We also got news that Death Stranding is coming with a director's cut for PS5.
So, essentially, that's just a PS5 version. It's just the PS5 version. I did enjoy I love the presentation with the box. The box was amazing. But yeah, he got to talk to Kojima. Kojima's clearly working on something. There's been talk about Kojima making a deal with Microsoft and also Sony, so he could be developing 2 games in tandem, or it could just be one game coming out for both platforms. So I'm intrigued to see about that. You never know. Microsoft, one of their studios that they could be buying is Kojima Studio.
Man, that would be such a slap to Sony, wouldn't it?
Oh my god, it'd be hilarious. But, Phil did throw some shade at Sony for their PC releases, so.
Yeah. I mean, Sony has had a lot of problems, especially within the last little bit here.
The problem is Jim Ryan. He's the problem.
It's
their upper management, and they're not making good gamer-focused business decisions. It all started with $70 games. It's pushed with releasing games on the PC for full price when you already bought it once. Microsoft's like, whoa. You bought it once on the Xbox, you get it on the PC for free. We're not going to charge you twice. But charging you full price for Days Gone, a game that came out 2 years ago, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. And
it wasn't that great of a game.
We have a whole opinion and conversation with that detail, like with especially with how the developers were saying, if you want a sequel, buy the game at full price. When it's a new IP, it's really hard to justify your want these games to do good generally, and especially if they look awesome. Days Gone had a lot of problems before it launched with just how well Sony advertised, which was next to nothing.
Oh yeah,
so
the game came out, there was a little bit of hype around it. I remember them showing it at E3 when we first saw it, with just those horde of zombies running around, and I was like, okay, it's another zombie game. But that was it. After that, the game just launched, and I bought it day one. I played through it. I got my platinum trophy out of it, but that was it. It wasn't... Yeah. I was expecting more out of it. Supposedly it's doing well on the PC, but...
Well, now, like, with the PC version, you have its own advertising, which is everyone who's played it on PlayStation. So, if you want to know what the game's like, you can just load up a Twitch stream or YouTube video, and you can see what people are saying about the game.
Yeah.
So that's something where, advertising, like streamer advertising, works. And it's something that they just really should have been pushed out like that. There should have been more talk about it, more like everything, in order for it to get the traction that it needed. And then,
but the game was, in a lot of aspects of the actual physical game, there was stuff that was missing from it. I wanted more. I wanted more from the story. I wanted more from just the overall game itself. And, like, there was a lot of stuff that wasn't really answered at the end of the game. And I don't know, it didn't hit the mark that I was expecting from a Sony first-party developed title versus last year's Ghost of Tsushima. I love that game. The game was beautiful, phenomenal, fantastically amazing.
And I'm going to say the biggest point with Ghost of Tsushima was that did have a few more advertising points to it. They had a lot more news coming to it when it was about to launch. And they had that great developer trailer where it was like, hey, we're going to show you actual gameplay and what that looks like.
Yeah.
Compared to the developer trailer that Bend released with Days Gone, where there was some really bad glitches. Like, there was one glitch that they did a melee attack, and he circled all the way around the guy during the animation. It looked awful. So
and Ben Studio versus Sucker Punch are very different studios. And Bend is known for making Vita games and Vita and PSP games. They've never really made a console a console seller versus Sucker Punch. Well, Sucker Punch, freaking Infamous.
Sucker Punch, yeah, Infamous, and wasn't Sly Cooper as well?
Yeah, Sly Cooper, and Infamous and Sly Cooper. Those were huge properties. So, yeah. I don't know. Sony's just getting a lot of flack right now, and they're just being petty little bitches about it. That's all I can say.
Yeah, agreed.
Like, don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm not buying their stuff. I bought Ratchet and Clank yesterday. Holy fuck, that game is amazing. It is like it sells the system.
Yeah.
Game of the year this
If you
year
could
for
find
like
the system.
what?
If you
Yeah,
can
if you can
find
find
the
the
system.
system. Game of the year this year is going to suck. There is so much good stuff for like even Sony wise, because there's a possibility they could be releasing Horizon and also God of War. Probably not, but
God of War already has been confirmed to be delayed. So yeah.
But Ratchet and Clank, I've been playing it a bit this morning. Holy fuck, it is amazing. And like same thing with Returnal. Returnal should not have been a $70 game. Phenomenal. The gameplay is amazing. It's fluid. Very compelling gameplay. Great fun. But the whole thing of when you turn off the game, you have to restart. That sucks. Where's my save points? I don't have. It's 5 to 8 hours to sit down to complete a game.
So let's stop trash talking Sony for a little bit and go back with our stuff for E3, of course, because we have some other stuff that we got announced.
Yeah, let's continue with Jeff Keighley. What else was there? Evil Within. No, not Evil.
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
Yes, you have a bag. That is so good, River. You have a bag. Jesus.
But yes, Evil Dead game. That game looks messed up awesome.
It does remind me a lot of World War Z, and I'm perfectly fine with that, to be honest. It's World War Z and Evil Dead with a 4v1 twist to it. And it doesn't look like it's going to be as bad as like a normal 4v1s. You're kind of fighting to tell if it's going to be good or not. Because like Dead by Daylight is 4v1 that works perfectly. Then he had that one from Total Rock that was just kind of crap.
Evolution.
Yet I can't see. It was so bad we don't even remember it anymore.
I remember it came out, no one bought it, and it died.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, and also they got Bruce Campbell to do VO.
Yes, Bruce Campbell coming back. From what I can tell, it seems like most of the cast that does play or is in
their characters,
they're coming back at least, and it's a lot of Evil Dead fun lore that's happening here.
Yeah, and it just looks like a campy fun game.
Yeah, I am definitely excited for it. It definitely, like, for being one of those multiplayer. I know when we said multiplayer only like sucks, there are exceptions to the rule.
But it's gonna be a $50 game or $40 game.
That too, and that
it's a budget friendly title that looks like it's gonna be a fun time. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So other than that, what else did they show?
Well, they also showed off, speaking of multiplayer-only games, Blood Hunt, which is a Vampire the Masquerade Battle Royale. My feelings about Battle Royales. It's hard for me to find one that I really enjoy. Wow. Just watching this bit of a trailer for Blood Hunt was enough to get me super excited for it. It's vampires, first off, Vampire Masquerade.
Well, yeah. Wow.
And
where's Bloodlines too?
Oh, that's delayed, and the company that was making it shut down. So, whenever that's going to happen, it's going to happen. But this will be a good holdover, and it looks like it's going to play and control nicely. This is everybody just wants in on this podcast today.
I guess.
Well, yeah.
Send it to Daddy, me, and the dog.
But yeah, so yeah, no, it looks interesting. I do want to see more about it. I want to see more of it. Yeah.
Also, what we're probably going to see at Gearbox later today as well. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, a spin-off sequel to Borderlands, of course.
That game, and that game looks messed up. It's magical.
It is literally Borderlands. It's the Borderlands 2 DLC, Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep, made into a full AAA game, and I am fucking here for it. Absolutely,
it is so messed up.
Hi, but yeah, and we're also going to get some cast members that are big names here. Andy Samberg as Captain Valentine, Wanda Sykes as Fret the Robot, and Will Arnett as the Dragon Lord. Which,
let's see. It's Will Arnett. What do you want? What do you want?
Arnett, any game that you get to fight dragons with rocket launchers. It's
pretty much
absolutely. So I'm expecting this is because there is still another season of Borderlands 3 content coming, but this is definitely going to be the next Borderlands step while they figure out what to do for 4.
That's just it. Because if you look at Gearbox, the only thing that they can sell is Borderlands. They cannot sell any other game.
It really seems like that's the case, but at the same time, when they were working with Ubisoft, Brothers in Arms did sell well. Sadly,
they were phenomenal games, but where's Brothers in Arms for whatever?
Well, there was one that was Brothers in Arms. I forget what was the other one for. It got canceled so long ago, and
it was so different.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
But yeah, so was there anything other than the big game they announced at the end?
No, that was the only thing that they announced from Gearbox at the show that I'm seeing. We're going to see some more stuff from them because, of course, they have their publishing division. And
from Jeff Keighley.
Oh well, there was a few other big games. We had Metal Slug Tactics, which
that looks great.
When I saw .emu was making it, and it's going to be a roguelike tactics game with Metal Slug, I lost my shit on that. I was like, yes, absolutely.
It was so left field. I was not expecting it whatsoever.
Yeah, no, I was.
Metal Slug be Metal Slug. You side scrolling, you shooting everything. That's it. That's Metal Slug.
But when they started showing the actual gameplay, where you could topple down the bridge to make it fall on bad guys, you can do counterattacks and be able to work together, team up attacks. I was like, this is more of a tactics game than I was expecting, and I'm 100% here for it. I'm absolutely going to be playing that.
Well, yeah, it looked like it's going to be great. But
now we also had a bit of information from Koch Media, which is That's
Can I
Deep
talk
Silver,
about something about tomorrow?
Prime
Well,
Matter,
which is
and a bunch of others.
essentially a racer group, embracer
Tomorrow
group.
we might be talking. Tomorrow we might be talking about Minecraft. Well, I will. Well, you guys know basically nothing about Minecraft.
Yeah, that's true, but that's
So-
also going to be Microsoft's performance thing tomorrow.
Yeah,
So, but today we're talking about the stuff that happened
yeah.
throughout the week, and then we're going to be talking about Ubisoft and everyone else.
Mhm.
Don't slap my belly. Don't slap my belly. Okay.
We're going to be talking about a dictator with his puppies. But yeah, so Kosh, they had a bunch of like smaller titles because they're a smaller firm.
Okay.
Right.
Kingdom
Yeah.
Come Deliverance for the Switch.
Kingdom Come Deliverance for a Switch is, I mean, yeah, okay, I can see it work. Like
It all happened because of a misprint in the Japanese market. Because when they were making the Royale Edition, someone misprinted that it was also coming for the Switch, and they're like, "Oh, no, it's not coming for the Switch, but you know what? We'll make it for the Switch."
let's do it anyways.
Yeah.
And they also the thing. Two of the announcements that actually kind of surprised me was they're making Payday 3 and Painkiller, because
Yes, a new
Painkiller I was
Painkiller.
expecting is dead. Like, I was expecting that was a dead franchise. It hasn't been around since PS3.
Well, yeah, that's old school PC. That's like old school mid 2000s, early like 2010s. Like, it's vintage shit.
Vintage as fuck. So I mean, definitely, like, I'm excited to see it back. And Payday 3, Payday has always been a big crowd favorite.
Oops. Bottle fell. Bottle fell.
Well, Payday just makes money. People love Payday.
And so I'm not overly shocked to see that that's coming out, but given the history with Payday and how Starbreeze, all the shit that Starbreeze went through, I am surprised to see that coming back.
Well,
there was a lot of shit that they went through.
I know, but Embracer Group just has money. They've been buying studios left and right, and if they want to fund something, they're going to fund it. So I'm intrigued to see more of it. They had a bunch of other smaller games that they showed off. A lot of the stuff looked great. They have a lot of faith in a lot of people, and I'm excited to see more of their stuff. Yeah. And then the big thing from the Jeff Keighley thing, Elden Ring. Holy shit! I thought that shit was gonna be dead. I thought that was dead years ago because they showed it.
We knew it was they weren't. From Software's not one to cancel a project, especially with a lot of people looking forward to it. I find
with some Square money.
Yeah. And well, it's Bandai, actually, Bandai Namco. So
weren't they at the Square press conference a couple years ago?
No. Oh wait, yes. Wait, were they?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that got showed off at the Square press conference the first.
It didn't get showed off at the no, it got showed off at the Microsoft one. But when the last E3, which 2 years ago, it's hard to remember that stuff. But that was at the Microsoft. They did have something. I do remember they had something for Square. I don't remember what it was now.
Yeah, they're working for something. Yeah, they're working on something for Square. Yes.
But yeah, Elden Rings looks absolutely amazing. It looks like an Irish mythology inspired Dark Souls, and I am 100% down for that.
With some Zelda-y, Witcher-y gameplay.
Yes, there's a lot of horses,
horse combat.
You don't see that from Software. They didn't have that in Bloodborne or Dark Souls or even Sekiro. So it's much more of an open world kind of Breath of the Wild, Dark Souls with Irish
trying
mythology.
Something different. Yeah,
it is definitely something different, and you also have George R.R. Martin backing it up with adding new lore and characters
content.
And this sounds amazing. It sounded amazing from the get-go, and the new trailer, which people at this point were kind of getting, okay, are we going to see something? Is it going to happen? Is it?
Oh yeah, is it going to just be a graphical trailer of, oh, here's some cutscene stuff, nothing concrete, but they actually showed gameplay.
Yeah. Then they showed us the gameplay, and the gameplay looks that good. It's going to be an instant pickup now. Usually I'll wait a little bit on Dark Souls and stuff because I don't want to break my controller. But
they also gave a release date, which was very surprising.
Yes, that too, because that is coming next year
in January, which is surprising. It's so soon.
January 21st, 2022.
Yeah, which is weird because usually they'd show it off and be like, oh, hey, it's coming in the fall of next year.
And also, it's current and last gen. So we're going to get it on PS4, PS5, Series X, and everything else.
Yes. See. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
So one other thing that happened, also involving Keeley, was Netflix's Geek Week. And of course, Netflix Geek Week was all the shows that Netflix is doing. They did announce a few game content related stuff, like Stranger Things coming to Smite with 11 and Hopper and the Demogorgons and Mind Flayer, which looks awesome. But the bigger thing was the shows, especially on Friday's broadcast, which was all about video game content. The biggest one that they announced was King Dice. No, it wasn't that. That was awesome, though, because we had Wayne Brady as King Dice is absolutely amazing for the Cuphead TV show.
So it's essentially just a 1930s Disney cartoon.
That's right.
Without the rage quit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I am down for it. We also got a first look at The Witcher Season 2, which was a very, very fast blink and you'll miss it look. Ubisoft announced 3 new shows, one of which super excited for, a Splinter Cell anime. We are also getting a Far Cry anime, and we are also getting a Far Cry Blood Dragon anime, which is called Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix.
Oh, love it. It's got all the VHS tracking nostalgia.
I was like, I'm down for this. This is, Adi Sakar came out and announced it, and of course he did look different, and he actually pointed that out as well, because usually every time you see him, he has the blonde stripe in his hair, Kiss makeup all over the place. This time he looks like he's, in quarantine like everyone else. So that was funny. That was great. And he introduced Captain Laserhawk. He talked about his relationship with Ubisoft, where pretty much while he was making all these bootleg movies like the Power Rangers and Punisher Dirty Laundry, which got him cease and desist stuff, Ubisoft came up and was like, hey, we want you to make stuff for us, and you have
pay you money.
Full library. It's like, yes, absolutely. And of course he's going to go for Blood Dragon. I mean, come on.
Well, yeah, Blood Dragon was messed up. It was amazing. It had Michael Biehn.
I mean, he's likely not, we're not going to get Rex back in there, but damn it, we're getting Captain Laserhawk, and he has to rescue his boyfriend. I am fucking down for this show.
Yeah, so, yeah.
No, and the big reveal actually was the reveal of the Resident Evil live action series that's in the works, and the announcement of who is going to be our main villain, Albert Wesker.
Oh my god, best bad guy.
Absolutely.
Great bad guy.
Lance Reddick, like the concierge in John Wick, Zavala in Destiny 2, The Wire,
he's just bad guy in everything.
The guy is amazing, and I have no doubts he is going to be an amazing Wesker.
Because he just has this like persona of like this aura of he's better than you and he's a complete asshole.
Oh yeah, and like even when you see him as a good guy in like John Wick, he was kicking ass in that big fight at the Continental. So yeah, he is going to be a great Wesker. We also got some other cast members announced. Of course, sadly, nobody's characters have been announced, but we have Ella Blaniska, Tamara Smart, Sina Ogdon. I'm going to mispronounce these names, by the way. Adeline Rudolph and Paulo Nunes. And the show is going to be written by Andrew Dabb, who previously wrote Supernatural. And supposedly, the show is going to follow Wesker as one of the bad guys, but it's also going to follow two new characters, Jade and Billy Wesker, who are presumably the daughters of Wesker. And it's going to follow both how the T-Virus was created and the after effect with Raccoon City. So we're going to get some time jumps and a lot of stuff happening. But it sounds like a new take on Resident Evil that's going to be something the fans will enjoy.
So it's taking place in like the late 90s?
I'm assuming.
Okay. Hey, RE8 was a phenomenal game. I'm ready for more Resi. Like, Resi 8, just like, Capcom has been on a roll since they released 7.
With their new engine altogether. Like, once they jumped with the RE engine, the games look beautiful and they are running smoothly.
Well, and it was smart of them to re-release 2 and 3.
Yes.
And, like, 7 was phenomenal. 8 was, holy shit, amazing. Like, it was a great experience last month.
Now, one more thing that we're going... Well, actually, that's pretty much all that we really have here for the pre-week. But now we got to really talk about what we're expecting here, because today is Ubisoft, Gearbox, and Devolver Digital. Now, of course, Devolver Digital, we don't know what the hell they're going to be throwing at us.
I'm expecting a ton of blood. Is there any games that they've talked about that they're working that we haven't heard of?
I'm assuming they'll probably throw us some new Fall Guys content, maybe.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fall Guys has been huge for them.
Absolutely.
Uh,
I'm sure we're gonna get some crazy stuff thrown at us, but
hey, we
I'm
could
not.
possibly get a new hotline.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I feel like that 2 is the definitive end to that.
Yeah,
But we'll see. Of course, because we don't. Devolver throws stuff at us, and we don't know what to expect.
it is the craziest press conference out of all of them.
Yes. Now, so Devolver, don't know what to expect from there. We'll just put that over there. We're excited to watch it.
I'm excited. I'm expecting a bunch of blood. That's it.
Yeah.
Ubisoft. Well,
Ubisoft, we have at least a couple things.
Start with Gearbox. Gearbox,
okay.
We know Borderlands 3 content and Tiny Tina game.
Yeah, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. We're likely going to see Borderlands 3 content. The fact that they have their own conference this year or presentation this year tells me that they're really going to push out their publishing details. I'm not sure what's coming out from them, though, at the moment.
They're probably going to show something about the movie.
I hope so, because we did get these silhouette moments. And the cast, since our last time that we talked about it, has really rounded out, which I am excited to see now.
Yes. So, and you never know. Gearbox could announce a new IP. They could announce something new.
We could get that Arms game.
I'd like to see something new from them. They haven't done something new in a long... Well, since Borderlands.
Well, Battleborn.
Oh, that was a badly timed game. Overwatch essentially obliterated it.
I honestly feel like if it could have released either much more sooner, or even if they delayed it to let this hype that Borderlands, or not Borderlands, Overwatch was going to have.
And Overwatch had just so much power.
I mean, the two games they're different enough that you can say they are different. We shouldn't be comparing them. Like, one is a pretty much League of Legends, the other one's Team Fortress with waifus. So,
and people pick Blizzard because it was Blizzard.
If you're going up against Blizzard, people are going to pick Blizzard.
Yeah.
I mean, that was also prior to Blizzard falling from grace and somewhat. So,
yeah.
I mean, Gearbox already is in a iffy position anyways, because
he does not help the situation ever. Oh my god. Oh.
Like, we love Borderlands a lot, but Pitchford,
he does not help the situation.
Not at all.
Oh fuck. He's such a special man. So
one thing that we might see, this is a might, do you think we might see some Duke Nukem?
I would love to see some new Duke Nukem. Like Forever gets so much flack. It wasn't that bad. It was bad.
It was bad, but
it was entertainingly bad.
Yeah, I'll go with that. It was like, hard to even hard to justify, but everyone played it a little bit, and they still got a couple most of the time they got a couple chuckles or a couple.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I still I enjoy it from time to time. I will pop it back in on PlayStation Now and play a couple levels and be like, oh yeah, I remember how bad this is, and then go do something else.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll see. I'd like to see something new from Gearbox. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
And then Ubisoft.
So Ubisoft, we know at least a couple things. We know.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for Mario XCOM.
That is pretty more or less all but confirmed at the moment that a sequel to Mario and Rabbids is coming. Yes, absolutely.
Oh my god, I love that game. Like, oh my god.
We also know Far Cry 6. Far Cry 6 looked phenomenal. It looks like they took everything that I hated about Far Cry 5 and threw that out the window and brought back Far Cry 3 and 4 with more stuff.
And I think what's his name is a great bad guy. He's such a great actor. Like phenomenal actor. And great bad. And Jeff Keighley interviewed him, and he's like, he does it for the love of his country, but you know, he's a horrible dictator, but just phenomenal bad guy.
Yeah, you know, he's gonna be an interesting bad guy like we had with even the Five's bad guy was interesting enough anyways.
Oh yeah,
but
I did like Joseph Seed.
He wasn't Pagan Min. And
I did like Joseph Seed. Joseph Seed was a good bad guy. He was messed up in the head. Pagan Min was great. Voss, oh my god, Voss. I love Voss.
Hey, Voss is amazing. Like all together, it's no ifs, ands, or buts. But
he taunts you. He fucks with you. He taunts you throughout the whole game.
And that was, you know, the other thing, the reason why I love Pagan Min. And also because, you know, as crazy and, you know, fucked up it is to follow the bad guy, he was actually the bad guy that was keeping everything in line after by the end of the game.
Yes.
So it was a fun little twist.
In the recent Far Cry games, there's no good ending.
No, definitely not.
There's never a good ending because it's always everything is shit. Everything is falling apart. Everything is bad. So yeah, I'm super excited for Far Cry. Also the Amigos. The Amigos are super awesome. The damn little dog. The dog is adorable.
Yes.
Same as did you see the alligator?
Yes.
The alligator is great. He's got a little vest on. Oh, that's just perfect.
You know, he started talking about a dog. He has to like snub his way in here.
Well, yeah.
Of course, they all have to start snubbing their way in here.
So, but yeah, so I'm excited for that.
Yes. Oh, we also know we're going to see.
We forgot about Splinter Cell for Netflix.
No, I mentioned that just briefly.
You did? Oh.
Yeah. Sam Fisher's coming back. We're getting Splinter Cell anime.
I would love to have a new Splinter Cell game.
Absolutely. I mean, we're just going to get the anime, sadly.
I know, but I would like to get a new Convictions.
We do have a couple new Tom Clancy stuff coming along with a new Division that's going to be free to play.
Yes, Heartland.
Heartland, which, I mean, free to play Division sounds great to me. I mean,
yeah,
there's not really much that you can say complain about for free.
No, it's free to play. Ubisoft is hitting the free to play idea really hard, which is a good thing. So I'm intrigued to see that. We're guaranteed to see Just Dance because
it's Just Dance
sports game. They have to.
I'm wondering
We
if they're
could
going to promote anything for Hyperscape, because
it,
it
it kind of just
that is a
died.
free. It feels like it did, to be honest. It doesn't seem like
Like,
it's
because
getting anything moving. And when I
no
last went
one's
to play it on PS4, nobody was really in the game.
because like I remember seeing it when it first came out. I thought, oh hey, that looks cool, but I don't know anyone that plays it.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, I played it during the launch week, and it was all right. It didn't do anything to pull me in and keep me there. Um, they started adding more stuff that was like a traditional uh, shooter. So we have like a deathmatch mode and stuff like that coming in, which made me come in a little bit more on that. But generally, I'm like, it's not for me. And I could see people enjoying it, but last time I tried going in to see what season 3 would bring, there wasn't like all my things saying, "Oh yeah, the lobby is low," and I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm good."
Well, there wasn't a big push for people to play it, so
Yeah, yeah,
it pretty much
but
just died.
that was their first. That was like their attempt at free to play with the battle royale genre. I think, especially with Division going free to play, would be great because you can grab people to be like, "Hey, want to play the Division with me? It's co-op. We're working
Well,
together."
and the Division is already an established series. People
Yeah,
know the Division. People have played the Division. So it's not something that's brand new that people are like, I have no idea what this is.
and aside from that, we also likely going to see their roller derby game, which I forget the title of.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing that's going to come, and we're likely also going to see. We're likely going to see the new Rainbow Six game, which is Rainbow Six Extraction, previously called Rainbow Six Quarantine, but of course, they renamed it because
Yeah.
yeah,
Um
Backstreet Boys
yeah.
reunion tour. Just
Yeah.
so yes, that's so we're definitely expecting that. I'm also expecting probably some new content for Watchdog Legion. Um, we do have another DLC coming for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It is too early to show the next one, so
No. There's been talk about the next Assassin's Creed that they might show something, and it's different.
if they do show something, I'm expecting it because they kind of. I feel like they're doing it now to like, okay, if we're going to tell an Assassin's Creed story, we're going to do it in trilogies. So, because
Yeah, it's gonna be brand new.
yeah,
I don't know what to expect, but it's Assassin's Creed.
yeah,
Uh, and also something that they haven't showed in a while, Beyond Good and Evil.
here's hoping we get something. I mean, I
They show snippets here and there, but then nothing. I'd like to see more of Prince of Persia.
yeah. So they did confirm we're not going to see anything for Prince of Persia.
Boo.
We did get confirmed that there's nothing new to say about Prince of Persia just yet. It is on its way. So
Well, it
they
got delayed again, but
yeah they're like we've delayed it indefinitely, but we are working on it. People want this game. We do want to get it out, but I'm assuming what happened was COVID, because that's what's
well,
happening
yeah.
to everybody. COVID probably fucked it up enough that they couldn't do the proper like getting everything going. And also,
Look at what happened. Look at what happened to Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the development team is in India, which has been having some, a hell of a time with.
It's bad over there.
Yeah, so that's a likely situation that we're not going to get anything because of that, but it is on its way, and we should be seeing more soon.
Yeah.
Just not
So,
today, not at the show.
maybe some Rayman.
I don't know. It's a possibility, maybe. Hell, maybe that's going to be the Mario and the Rabbids announcement. Rayman's
Oh my
gonna
god, they
show
add
up.
Rayman? Yes.
I mean, the Rabbids were a Rayman character originally before they got a mind of their own, like the fucking minions.
Yeah.
So I mean,
So we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see how it turns out.
So yeah,
But
that's pretty much that's pretty much what's going on today.
Yeah, so
Ubisoft definitely Far Cry, Mario XCOM, if that's a real thing.
It's likely. I'm pretty sure it's pretty much all but officially confirmed.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting to hear back from them, and of course it's Ubisoft E3. Ubisoft always has a Nintendo pull to it. So, like how they did with Starlink, where they gave Miyamoto the freaking R-Wing.
Well, yeah, Starlink was great. It should have been an exclusive Nintendo game.
Absolutely. If it would have been, I think
it would have sold a lot better. Yeah. Because people were like, what is this thing? And then it just died. I was excited for it, and then it died.
And now we can get the starter pack for $10.
No, you can buy it for $1.
Or even $1.
If you get it for on the right sale, you can get it for like $1. So it's bad when a game goes down to $1.
Yet the game is actually great. Like it's not
it's
at all.
It's not bad at all. It's just it was poorly marketed.
Well, this brings us back to the marketing thing. If you don't market your game right, it's going to fail.
They did the same thing last year with freaking Immortals. It came out at a horrible time, was not marketed, and then a couple weeks later, it went down to half price.
Yeah. And Immortals is a great game.
It was Zelda.
It's Zelda with Greek mythology. I mean, what more do you want from that?
Yeah, but it just came out at a bad time. They should have released it in either November or October, not December.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Actually, I think doing it like they did, where they released it in December and marked it down half off, like out of the gate, was probably a good move for them because
a lot
of people were like, "Oh yeah, absolutely."
Well, yeah, because people were like, "Oh, $40, I'll take it."
Yeah, that was me. I bought it full price when it first came out, and I was getting it as a Christmas present for River, and then it came down to $40, and I was like, "Okay, bringing that back, getting my refund." Buying it for $40.
Yeah,
it wasn't even open yet, so it all worked out.
But yeah, but Ubisoft has stupid marketing. Like some of their marketing makes no sense.
Yeah, that is true.
So yeah.
All right, so we are about an hour away, or less than an hour away now. For Ubisoft's first show, and it's going to be Ubisoft, Gearbox, and Digital Devolver almost right back to back. So we're going to be here with co-streaming the show, and you'll get our reactions for the entire thing. Me and River's going to be on the couch here. Pino, of course, in his office, looking snazzy. His big, comfy chair.
Yes, it is a recliner. I love it.
I do have
but
fluffier chair. I have a fluffier chair.
She has a fluffier chair.
Hey, yeah. But this is what most people have been doing this year for a lot of this type of stuff.
Exactly.
Oh, related gaming news. I'm very glad to see that G4 TV is back. Adam Sessler has been doing amazingly well. His content is phenomenally amazing. His reviews of games are amazing. Because he's got no limitations of the network anymore.
Yeah, that is
so
definitely...
he can literally do what he wants on YouTube, and it's gloriously entertaining. So
I have been excited, and I'm very happy to see that G4 has been back into its full potential. But anyways,
yeah.
So what we're going to do here, if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube Live, we are actually going to be co-streaming exclusively on Twitch at once the show starts. So as you see in the little thing below, join us on twitch.tv/gameitall.com. You can also stop by our Facebook, which I am going to be kind of whatever live tweeting Facebook is.
What a thing.
Live facing? Face tweeting? Face posting.
There you go.
There we go. We're going to be face posting what's happening while the show's going on. Plus, our reactions will be there, co-streaming with the watch party for the 3 events. And then later, we'll be back to talk about what we saw, what we're excited for, and end out the day 1 of E3.
And so we can give Best in Show yet again to Devolver. Okay, cool.
Obviously, I mean, how much of a challenge is that?
I have lots of faith in Phil tomorrow.
Yes, I mean, Microsoft.
The man has a wallet the size of Microsoft.
Yes, this is true.
He bought Todd last year.
Yeah, the joint Bethesda Microsoft performance, that is going to be...
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Starfield. Hey, I'm excited to see. I'm actually excited to see Starfield. Also, Halo, Forza.
Of course, but we're gonna have to talk about that tomorrow because for now it is break time. We will see you guys on Twitch. So jump on to, once again, twitch.tv/gameitall.com. Spell out the dot. And we'll see you guys later. ...